Are you ready to make this year the best year of your fitness journey? To really make that fitness transformation really happen and not do the same thing that has got you in the past? Well, this is the video that's going to help deliver on that for you. Instead of having a New Year's resolution where within this month that you're going to fall off like most people and give up, this is the year for you to not only make it the best year, but to make this a lifestyle for yourself to help you out. I'm Lee Agbohlah with LTAPerformance, and in this video, I will share what not to do within your weight loss. This is the video for you to make sure that you avoid the pitfalls that has troubled you in the past and that causes more than 80% of people to fail their weight loss resolution before the year is even getting started. I want you to make sure that you do it the right way and not only make this weight loss happen for yourself, but create the habits needed to live the healthy lifestyle you dream about. When it comes to weight loss, there's a million ways to lose weight, and that's the big problem with it. The thing that you struggle with is not knowing what to do, but it's more about how to do it, right? It's about the process that makes it happen. You can lose weight a million ways by just pretty much getting in a deficit. That is what allows you to lose weight, but it's not simply that. It's doing it the right way that helps you out. The first thing I want you not to do with your weight loss is to eliminate food groups. This is something that most crash diets, and the reason we call it crash diets is because you're going to crash and burn, follows this process of eliminating whole food groups. So if you're thinking about with keto, what are you mostly doing? You're getting rid of carbs. If it's within being vegan, you're mostly removing animal sources. If it's within doing paleo, you're pretty much removing pretty much any processed foods. And the thing about it is these things can help you lose weight, like if you follow it. This is why it's so simple for people to follow the most popular diets, is because it's very simple to follow. But eliminating whole food groups isn't something that's really gonna help you out, because all you're doing is you're creating a bad relationship with your eating, and you're creating a restrictive habit that doesn't fall in line with your lifestyle. Restriction is the thing within ourselves that gets you to eventually rebel. And rebelling is where you binge eat. So you binge eat, that's when you're going hard on your different snacks, or if you give yourself what we call cheat meals, you're basically overeating, you're crushing all your goals. Or when there's different things that come up, like holidays, events, you eventually find it hard to follow these restrictive diets because it's pretty much impossible to do it within the lifestyle that you want for yourself. So the thing about eliminating whole food groups is it doesn't allow you to do what you need to do, and that's to be able to have balance. Balance allows you to still enjoy the foods that you want to eat, but be able to better control it where you're able to get yourself in a deficit. That's what I have helped to work with so many clients to be able to do, and what I do for myself. The problem is if you try to eliminate whole food groups, you're setting yourself up for issues. You may lose a bunch of weight really quickly and you get your quick wins and you feel really good, but quick wins leads to long-term not reaching your goals and just a repeated cycle. This is to get yourself to do it differently. Instead of doing what you've always done within eliminating these food groups or going to these different diets, trying one or the other, let's work on the things that you need to start doing, and that's making better choices, being able to control yourself better, being able to have better habits that are also going to get yourself to set yourself up. And it doesn't take with eliminating food groups, which is only going to lead to failure. This is the video that's going to help you do it the right way. So you don't want to eliminate whole food groups. You want to focus on making some better choices with yourself. Understand how to improve your relationship with your eating. As we don't want to eliminate food groups, the second thing we don't want to do is have our motivation be tied to the scale. When you use the scale as your motivation, you're going to allow yourself to have bad habits and having a bad attitude. The scale is something that is just a measurement. It's something that doesn't determine your success. Now, as you understand, you are looking to lose weight within your goal, so you want to see the number go down. But if the scale is the all to be all, you're going to have problems. You're going to obsess over the scale. You're going to allow the numbers to dictate your mood. And that's the wrong action to have. Now, the scale can be something that is useful to understand where you stand and ultimately get closer to your goals, but it can't be your motivation. Because if you're only doing well when the scale is going down, what happens when the scale is not going down? When it goes up or it's neutral? The reason this is important is because, for one, nothing is constant within that being linear. Linear meaning that it's going to not only go down, but it's going to go up. It's going to stay the same. That's how weight loss works. And it's not a problem when you're not losing weight or the scale is going up. That is part of the process. That is what's naturally going to happen. But the thing is, why someone wins and ends, because they continue with the process and they get to the point where they want to be at. But if the scale is used as your motivation, you won't allow that to happen, because when it's not going the way that you want to see, when the numbers are not lining up, what are you going to do? You're probably going to either feel defeated and beat yourself up. You're either going to try to change something where it doesn't mean you need to change something. You may be doing something right, but like I said, the scale is not linear. You may see your weight fluctuate, but doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Or you may just also do the worst thing that you can do, is give up. This is why the scale cannot be the only motivation you're relying on to dictate your actions. What should dictate your action is the results that you want to have happen. You want to lose weight, well, you need to take the right action. Doesn't matter if the weight's going down or it's going up. Your actions have to be based off of what is going to matter to get you the results. And that's what you need to focus on, and the scale doesn't allow you to do that. So you don't want the scale to dictate what you're doing. Scale cannot be your motivation. And lastly, what you don't want to do is do what you always do, and that's repeat the same mistakes by having the same behavior. Now, the reason I say the same behavior is because I'm a believer in all the actions you take will dictate the outcome. But it starts off with the attitude that you have. And the behaviors that you set will dictate the attitude, and then dictate your actions, and then dictate the results. And we don't want to do it the wrong way. So the reason I say this is because I have worked with people and I have seen them go from one diet to the other diet and always say, well, that's the thing that I need to do. So if it's a diet, they'll try to go from one diet to the other, and it's still the same thing. You're going to restriction. That's your problem. Stop doing that. But then working out, it's the, I'm going to get back to it, and I'm going to work out every day, or I'm going to work out twice a day. And they have done this before, and they're thinking, well, no, it's going to be different this time. But it didn't work before. So maybe you need to understand how to have the right exercise plan that works for you to be consistent. Or if it's, I'm going to do it this way because this worked for someone else. But you tried doing it this way because you heard that this worked for someone else. Or you saw an ad, or you saw this, I'm going to take this supplement because, well, that worked for them. But the other supplement didn't work for yourself. So do you see you're creating a pattern? This is why weight cycling is a process that most adults will continue to do, and they don't even know it's happening. They're thinking they're doing something different, and they continue to weight cycle. That's why more than 90% of people, even having success with their weight loss transformation, will gain more weight than they originally gained within that first 2 years of that, because they're just doing the same process over and over and over again. The reason that you don't want to be a statistic is because you will never break free. You will never have the lifestyle you want. You'll never have the fitness journey like so many of my clients that I've had help have success, or the person you look up to. You won't see it happen because you keep repeating the same behaviors. So thinking that this is going to be different, but you're repeating the same behaviors, you got to really break free from it and start doing things differently. So this is what not to do with your weight loss. I want you to do the right thing. So we don't want to allow yourself to eliminate food groups. You don't want to allow yourself to rely on motivation on the scale. and you don't want to allow yourself to continue to repeat the behavior. You have to do things differently than you did before. So you need to be positive, you need to take the right actions to be consistent, you need to understand what you're doing wrong by correcting it, by doing the right actions. And I believe you can do this. This 2025 for you can be the best year for you, or any year that you are going forward if you get rid of the wrong processes. I'm here to help you out with it, and I believe you can do it for yourself as well. So let me know, what are your weight loss goals for this year? What is it that you're going to do different than you did in the past? And how are you going to make it happen? As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and watch the next video.